Hi, Christina. How you doing? I've got your portfolio here lined up. So I've been spending the last few minutes looking at it, and I just there's a few things that I want to ask, and I think we should address. Maybe just moving right into final. Okay. I think you're doing a great job. I can't believe how far this has come. It really has come a long way, and great big um, fat congrats on that to you because that's you obviously have been working pretty hard and it shows. Okay, first page. The first page here we have your name, then your logo, and graphic design. So I'm wondering. I'm guessing you have a plan here. I'm guessing this is going to change to Wings of Change graphic design after the class is done. I don't recall if that's the way that you're going, um, because otherwise this doesn't really make sense. This is going to be a confusing thing when people see this WC and Christine Luciano. It's going to be kind of a strange, unless you're there to explain it. It's not going to make a sense immediately. Okay, this looks better, but I still think it's a little bit too large. So I would say an area like maybe like that. And just to reduce it down a little bit, I think it's still a little bit too large. Okay, and then so this is your page setup here. It's your WC and then your name, and then it looks like then you have your name. I mean the name of the project. Okay, and that's really good that you've established that kind of regularity. As you can see, I mean I'm going through, and it just really establishes this really nice rhythm and cadence through the program. My concern is this we look around, the way that you have this grid, and I'm just looking at this area right here, this intersection of, let me just pull out a couple of guides here, and I'm just going to roughly say this is the intersection that we're looking at right here. Okay, and it looks like that's how you set up your page, which I was so pleased because you've been listening, and that's awesome because so often students go off in their own direction, and so anyways, I'm just really pleased that you've been listening. Okay, so here is that intersection, and it looks like it's going to remain the same throughout the presentation, and it mostly does, which is really cool, which means you understand how important it is to have this kind of consistency. My suggestion is this, and I think this is going to make a lot of sense to you. I want to do this. I want to say, okay, we have this WC, and I'm thinking we need to somehow draw a connection between Christina and WC. So what I'm thinking is this, Christina. I'm thinking we do this. We say we have the WC up here. Then we say down here somewhere, we say Christina Luciano, and then say Wings of Change graphic design. All right, align it with that. Okay, then what you can do is you can say Christina Luciano in red, graphic design in black. So you're just drawing this connection between this, and this. So we know that Christina Luciano is WC graphic design. Okay, makes sense? And then, so this is going to be moved down here, which means over here you'll have room for whatever the name of the description of the piece is. Okay? And each page will be set up the exact same way. The only other suggestion I have is this. I was so glad that you have this thing set like this, because all I want you to do is take this page here. Once you move everything like I suggested, I want you to take the grid and move this over here. So now your grid, do whatever kind of alignments you have to do, but whatever, okay, sorry about that. So anyways, when you have this one, we'll just create this consistent area, that would be, sorry, something like this on each page. Okay, just like that. And that would be consistent from page to page. And what we would do inside of this area right here is we would now set up that grid. If you hadn't seen that video that I made for the grid, which is right here, using the grids effectively, you have this really good stuff here. And I am also going to so you have this using grids effectively and how to set up your grid. And so we'll have that. I think I'll put a video in here on how to set up your grid as well so that you can understand how we get from that to this consistent setup right here. So look for that. I'll place that here right after I'm done with this. So your work itself looks great, so there's no concerns there. I'm just more concerned about this consistent block of area that we're going to present all the work in, this consistent area where WC, this consistent area where your name, and this consistent area where the description is. All right. Other than that, I think we're right in there, doing great. Nice work. Any questions at all before final, let me know, and I'll be glad to address those. Thanks.